Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is for August 13th to the 20th, and we're going to go over everything that's happening this week in Warframe, the events that are coming up, and the weekly resets that are happening in the game. First up, this month, we have Prime Gaming Iridos Collection. Now, this is completely free for anybody that owns an Amazon Prime account. If you link your Twitch to your Amazon account, that gives you Twitch Prime, which allows you to have a free sub anywhere you want on Twitch once a month. It allows you these awesome things that come around once a month for different games. A lot of blockbuster games have really cool things. So not just Warframe, but even if you play other games, you can get cool stuff. So this is going to add the Akjagara to your inventory with like a cool skin. And the Akjagara, if you already own this, then the extra that you're going to get from getting this, you can just like sell it and have an extra weapon slot. So that's always cool. Now, I've heard a lot of content creators this year that typically stream on Twitch are going to be going to Tennocon, which means they're not going to be live during Tennocon. But I've decided I'm going to take one for the team. I will be live streaming on Twitch as I normally am every single day. You guys can come by my Twitch channel, watch Tennocon with us, and pick up a lot of the goodies that are going to be dropping during Tennocon. I'd also say it's worth it to stop by because not only do I stream every day, but all year round, you guys have the ability to earn extra goodies from my streams. And during Tennocon, you guys are going to want to log in to Warframe so that you can claim your Dex Operator and Drifter suit, which looks like this. You guys can see it's pretty cool looking. Also, if you're watching the stream during Tennocon, you guys are going to be able to get the Gotva Prime Rifle, which this is the first time they have introduced a Prime weapon into the game as a Twitch drop. So this is watch Tennocon for 30 minutes. This is between 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard and 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. And then the next we have Gara Prime. If you don't have her, she's going to be dropping completely free. And if you do have her, this is again a Warframe slot. You could sell the extra Gara or you could feed her to your helmet, but you'll wind up with an extra Warframe slot. And that's for watching for 30 minutes between 4:30 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For any of you that are looking to get the Tennocon digital pack, this is going to give you access to everything Katir has ever brought. As it says right here, gain access to purchase his entire inventory. This includes things that he doesn't bring around throughout the year. So there will be extra things in there that you can grab from him, like Prime Chamber I have not noticed once this year. So you guys can grab this extra pack, not only get access to everything he has, but also the pack itself. Is it worth it if you don't need anything from Baro? It kind of is. You're going to get the Sayandana, Rapier Skin, Lotus Floof, Sigil, Glyph, Display, Distrezza Weapon, comes with Weapon Slot, and Darokan Catalyst installed. So this is another thing that if you don't need, you could just get an extra weapon slot out of. 475 Platinum, 1 Regal Aya, and of course the Baro Relay ticket. For any of you that are interested, this is like an extra bonus that I put together. I have loads and loads of awesome bonuses that you guys get. I really try to over-deliver on my Patreon for those of you that are able to support there. This, for a limited time, is the Katir and everything he's ever brought, like everything he has. It tells you whether it's tradable or not, how many credits, how many ducats it costs, and it keeps track. So if you start clicking that you own things, it's basically going to reduce the overall cost. So if any of you are grabbing this, you could just kind of see how many credits and how many ducats you're actually going to need. If you did get access to everything Baro ever has, you'll know exactly how hard you have to work and or how much work you have left, basically. How many ducats you need to accumulate and how many credits you need to accumulate in order to be able to make sure that you have enough time to buy everything that Baro has ever brought. This is going to be for a limited time for any Patreon, and after Tennocon is over and the Baro digital pack is expired and you know, like that's all done and everything, this is basically going to go back to the tier 2 of Patreon. So for a limited time, you guys can get it at any tier you want. So for the Recall 10-0 event, we still have a few days left this week, but you guys have time to grab your Warframe Exilus adapter, the Manic Noggle statue, and the Jackonaut Recall Glyph right here. And ultimately, I don't really feel like this mission was super worth grinding out over and over again this week. But following this, we have on August 17th, we're going to have the Jackal to fight, Lephantis to fight, and Tile Regor to fight. Each one of these bosses should be dropping different vanilla Warframe parts. So that might be worth it for newer players. Definitely worth it for the rewards here, especially the Exilus weapon adapter. But for the first part, you can also get a Noggle Jackal statue. And for the last part, you're going to get a Regor Recall Glyph right here. And then it says coming up, we have the celebration doesn't end there. Tenno, stay tuned for details on further in-game events, anniversary rewards, and more leading up to Tennocon 2023. So I'm kind of excited to see what this is going to be. I'm hoping that we're going to find out maybe like when week 5 kicks in and they're not just going to wait to the last second to drop this, because I'd love to get the announcement out and let you all know sooner rather than later. And this is kind of a bonus if any of you haven't done this yet. Make sure you log into Warframe's website. You can go to the top where it says events, go to 10-year anniversary, and if you scroll down a little bit on the page, you guys can do guess that Warframe. This is 10 years and 50 plus Warframes later, blah blah. Basically, you start a little game here and it's going to give you prompts to guess which Warframe is going to show up. So it's going to give you a shaded figure like this. This looks like Loki, and it's going to have like responses for Loki. You're basically just going to play this little mini game, and you're going to wind up getting a little free bonus out of it too, which is right here, a free Rhino Dex Noggle. Call this week is on the Veil Factory, and he has, if you've never missed a call mission before, you've got Deathless, Blow Up Good, Break Armor Veils, Freezer Burn, Gene Stamp Collection, and Made for This. Chipper this week currently holding an Azure Archon Shard, which I feel like he brought this last week. I'm going to investigate that. The Archons this week have an Azure Archon Shard. That's maybe it's not what we had. Anyway, the Archons are a Spy, Interception, and Showdown, and this is against Boreal. The current Recall 10-0, as we went over earlier today, still here if you haven't done that yet. For alerts, you got your Maru's Weekly Ayatan Treasure Hunt. We have for Steel Path a Capture, Rescue, Defense, Disruption, and Defense for the next 24 hours. For the invasion missions that are currently available, you have a limited time to get a Daravandal Barrel versus a Latron Wraith Receiver. You also have a Snipetron Vandal Blueprint versus a Sheev Heat Sink. And as far as all the noteworthy stuff going on right there, the sortie today was a Spy, a Sabotage, and Assassination, and you still have about 16 hours left to do that. As far as Nightwave goes, the new challenges this week: convert 10 Riven Slivers into a Riven Mod, complete 3 sorties, mine 6 rare gems in Orb Valis, complete 3 rescue missions, collect 15 Vom or Phos residue in the Cambion Drift, kill 30 Eximus, complete 3 Void Armageddon missions, find 5 Syndicate medallions, complete a mission with only a secondary weapon equipped, and today's daily is hack 8 consoles. As far as the credit offerings that we have this week, we are looking at Steel Charge, Rifle Scavenger, Energy Siphon, and Loot Detector. As far as the plat makers, definitely Steel Charge, definitely Energy Siphon, get asked for a lot. You probably also could see Loot Detector a few times if you really wanted to just spread out what you get. And as far as the mods this week, we have Deceptive Bond for Loki, Skull Shots for the Viper, and Prisma Guard for Mirage. As far as the circuit this week goes, we have the Lex Incarnon, Magistar, Boltor, Bronco, and the Ceramic Dagger. And I don't yet own one of these, and I would like to get another Boltor, because that one is great. Confirm that, yes. And then, wait a second, what else do we got? We got Power Ramp, good stuff, Sharp Shot, good stuff, Intention, Osher, and Sharp Shot. All right, useful. So, for normal circuit, our choices are Necros, Valkyr, or Oberon. I don't care. I'm going with Necros. All right, great. Moving on. Krethis this week has a Shotgun Riven mod, which 15 Pathos clamps. Yeah, I guess why not. We have a Companion Riven mod, which I'm going to pass on. Primary Exhilarate for 10 Pathos clamps. A Primary Arcane Adapter for 25 Pathos clamps. If you're at Steel Path, I would just not waste your Pathos on this and instead get these Primary Arcanes from Teshin. Forma Blueprint for 10 Pathos clamps. We are totally going to purchase that. And that about wraps up what the Krethis has this week. Archimedean Yonta this week. Reminder for you to get your 35,000 Kuva for 5 Void Plume Pinions. It's a bargain and a half. And if you're struggling to get Void Plume Pinions, you could also trade for them too with Yonta if it ever lets me do that again, because I'm out of Antrati Lanthorn. But if you do enough of these, you'll be able to get them. Teshin this week, as per usual, has a Veiled Riven Cipher, 20 Steel Essence, a Shotgun Ribbon mod this week, and everybody's favorite traffic cone this week has himself a Tenant Ferox, 46% Magnetic. That's not, the 46 is not bad. A Grigori, 26% Toxin. Toxin good, 26% bad. Livia, we have Toxin good, 25% bad. We have Impact 31%, Impact 31%, overall not worth it, and Cold 36%, overall not worth it. So really, I would kind of pass on everything. The only thing I recommend is the Grigori or the Livia if you are trying to make your weapons Toxin and you already have them. Let me zoom into this really quick. Let's see, the Agendus is the one that's cold, so that's fine, but the Grigori, yeah, Toxin and Livia, both recommended Toxin, so that's that. Paladino this week, reminder to check your 2 Riven mods for 10 Riven slivers. So the first one, we're going to get a Rifle Riven mod, which is nice. The second one, we're going to get a Pistol Riven mod. Hey, good luck again. And also grab your 35,000 Kuva for 10 Riven slivers and 150,000 credits for 5 Riven slivers. For invigorations this week, this is going to be different for everybody, but currently I've got, for Mesa, 250% primary damage, plus 75% power core velocity. Titania has 100% ability range, 5 jump resets. Nyx has 250% secondary damage and 75% reload speed. Also, final reminder that live every day on Twitch, you guys can earn extra goodies. Be sure to follow, because I will be live for Tennocon, and it'll be a blast. On top of that, we're doing coaching sessions to help you guys make tons of platinum once a week in my Discord, possibly starting twice a week. And hopefully you guys found all this helpful. I will see you guys in the next one.